Hi everyone, it's Dr. Andrew Orr here. Today I'm actually going to talk about pain. I know I've spoken a lot about pain in previous blogs that I've put up and articles and so forth and alternatives to pain and things like that. But one of the things I see daily is a lot of people are suffering in pain, and some of them are unsupported and some of them are at home suffering unnecessarily in pain too. We also see with pain that we do get a lot of people that then become dependent on painkillers and medicine, and that is a bit of a concern too. But at the same time, we have to understand that people are living in pain each day, and without some of these medicines, they won't get through their day. As someone that's actually been through pain and knows very well what pain's been like, and actually I've had to go through that process and then come off some of those medications and wean off them and so forth, I know how hard it is, but I also know the other side of it. You can become addicted to some of those things, and then after a while those medications don't work or they're less effective and so forth. It's like anything. The longer we use something, a lot of those medications, the opiates and that, you do get addicted to them, they become less effective and so forth. But the one thing I do want to let people know that there is help out there, and it's just finding the right people. I know even for myself in my own journey for pain, it's part of what I do, why I do what I do now, because I've walked the same path as some of you. We might not have walked the same journey, but pain is pain, and it's all relative, and each person's pain is different. So we all suffer individually very differently. Some of us are the same, some of us have the same symptoms, but some disease states, you know, while we'll have a disease as one disease state, the individuals with that disease state will have very individualized symptoms. You know, some people with certain disease states don't get any pain at all, but they get other symptoms like bowel discomfort, or they might get headaches, they might get migraines, they might just get emotional or psychiatric disturbances and so forth. But one thing I do want people to know is that there is always help out there. And pain is one of the areas that I don't see managed very, very well at all. I know I talk about it with one of my good colleagues a lot, and because we help, myself and one of my colleagues helps a lot of people in pain, and we don't understand how all these people are out there suffering in pain and not really getting the help that they need, or, you know, they're just on long-term medications and they're at home trying to treat themselves and survive through it daily, when there are other options out there. And these are some of the things that I discuss with my patient, because now medically we have a lot of advancements in pain. Yes, we do have opiates and things like that, but we also have things that we can use like nerve blocks. There's now even Botox. Instead of sticking it in your face, you can put it in parts of the body, even through the pelvis, even for those with endometriosis. There's sacro-neuro modulators as well, which will help with pain. And then we get into the complementary medicine side of things. There's complementary medicines that can help, you know, things such as acupuncture, and there are certain herbal medicines that can assist with pain. Yeah, so there's lots of research out there to support things like that. But as I always say to people, is really when we're talking pain and certain conditions, it is about that 360-degree approach. It's a multi-modality approach. You know, some people are going to need pelvic floor physios or physiotherapy, and it could be invaluable to them, especially people that are suffering endometriosis. And then they might need opiates as well, and then they might need things like acupuncture, and they might need Pilates, or they might need then go and see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and they need a team. I'm always talking about the team approach, but there'll always be certain aspects for pain, and pain is very, very interesting. We've just had a cyclone come in off the coast of Queensland, and we're told it's going to hit today, and it's going to be like this, and it's going to be like that. It's going to be category 3, and it's going to knock you off your socks, and then, you know, it's downgraded and downgraded and downgraded, and then we don't know whether it's going to hit the landfall. It's a bit like pain. Every day you wake up, it could be like that cyclone. Is it going to be category 3? Is it going to be category 1? Is it going to be category 10? And that's what pain's like. You just don't know what you're going to wake up to each day. And there are certain things that would trigger it. You know, lifestyle. So if there's stress is a big trigger of pain. Diet, because diet creates inflammation, alcohol, certain drugs. Because what people don't realise too is even some of our opiates and some of our medications of treating pain, they also have rebound as well. They rebound. You can have rebound pain and withdrawal symptoms. So as you're withdrawing and those drugs are tapering down and losing their effect over that 4 to 6 hours, then you start getting some of those rebound things as well. So that's why, you know, we go to treat a headache with Panadol, and then you might get rebound from it, or well, not just Panadol, but certain medications can cause rebound as well. How we feel for the day, emotions, stress will fire pain right up. Being anxiety is a big one. Running on adrenaline. So people think people get used to stress. So they can be running on adrenaline as well. People can be busy, the art of being busy just for the sake of being busy. Busy, that constant go, 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 go. That's a form of stress. And then we can go to exercise and things that are good for us, but it can also create stress in the body, and that's why we feel sore afterwards. But dietary, self-medicating is another bit. Alcohol, as I've just said before. Environmental, so if it's hot, it's cold. There can be chemicals and Wi-Fi and all kinds of things we're bombarded with on a day-to-day. And then there's pain that, you know, we shut it off and you actually really aren't in pain anymore, but your brain keeps telling you you are in pain. And we have to break the links between and retrain the brain to let you know that you're not in pain anymore, even though it thinks you are. So the body tricks itself as well, because it's just becomes a habit. The pain becomes so ingrained into you that even when it is shut off, your body still thinks it's in pain. There's so many things that can set pain off. And this is what we have to do. And sometimes medications themselves, long-term medications, can actually be causing the pain that you're in. Sometimes we have to detox and withdraw people off opiates. Just think long-term, you know, heroin addicts and things like that, as they come down and they get, you know, they actually experience all the symptoms of withdrawal, and that's why they need to have another hit and stuff to feel normal again. It's the same with these medications, these opiates. And sometimes we actually have to withdraw you off them to see exactly how much pain you're in. And is the pain that you are getting, is it from your medications? So there's a whole range of things that we need to look at when we're looking at pain. Now, I put some articles up before on pain management, and please have a look, and I'll put the links up here. I'll put some, you know, alternative pain management things you can do, right down to even just meditating, and things like mindfulness. And there's lots of things we can do from pain. And I talk about them, everything from acupuncture to pelvic floor physiotherapy. We use opiate, there's natural medicines, there's medical parts, there's medical sides. So it's about the whole approach, looking at body, mind, spirit, you know, chemical, physical, emotional, everything connection to pain. And yeah, it's very, very interesting. But if you are in pain, please know that while that may be normal for you, it's not normal, and there are people out there that can help you. And it's just a matter of finding those right people. And that's what I'm here to do, is to basically help people find the right people, because I know who the people are that can help you, and especially in this country, and help you manage your pain better. So if you do want to manage your pain better and you do want to get your life back, book in and see me, and I'll be able to help you do that and find the right people. And as I said, while I mightn't be able to help you with everything, and we may have to work outside of that, but I have a really good network of people I work with as well. And together we can assist each other to help you better. Sometimes it just help you on my own, but yeah, most pain will need a multimodality approach from counsellors to all kinds of things, because there is an emotional element to it too. All right, I just thought I'd talk a little bit more about pain and let you know that you're not alone. But again, if you're not being managed very well and your pain levels are getting up there, you need to do something about it. And if you want to find out more, give my clinic a call, arrange a time to come and see me, and let's see how I can help you with your pain. Take care.